back to here, and He's gonna dance for a second. Put in my headphones.
It's a aqua screen right here, by the way. So,
what are you seeing?
Aqua.
Oh yeah, you do. And you will
blah 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 blah
Blah,
blah
blah,
blah 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 blah.
I
Let's
don't even know if they can hear
go.
you yet, but
Blah 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 blah.
what about now?
Howdy. Yes.
No. Wait, you just still you don't see yourself yet.
No, I don't.
They see Orby full screen, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right, there. There you go.
There.
I'm
on lag. I'm not on view screen though.
Mm-hmm. You are on lag. I'm about to get you on view screen.
Oh, great. Okay.
Can you see yourself over there?
Nope. I gotta see myself.
Mm-hmm. So I should have known this was going to happen. There's a thing I have where if tech doesn't work on me once in the day, it's not going to work with me 3 times. And it's already screwed. When I came in today, my laptop screen wasn't working.
Gotcha.
Fix that half a day.
Oh, no, we're there. All right. Surrounded by computers. Thank you, Charles.
And hating it every moment.
I started off with just pointing the phone at me, and here we are with all this stuff behind me, all the stuff in front of me. Thank you, Charles, for all that. We are slowly improving as far as this live stream goes. But anyway, my name is Mark. Hey, how's it going? I own Orbit DVD in beautiful West Asheville. It's been a beautiful week. It's been really nice. It's going to get cold again, so we're just sort of like a fall spring, I suppose. Anyway, we're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying whatever you have going on in your neck of the woods. But anyway, this is our live stream where I will rattle through stuff that's happening for Orbit, and then also pre-orders, and then new releases, and then I'll answer your questions, which is actually my favorite part of the week. It is. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being a smart ass. I do truly enjoy answering questions. So let's get going here. First of all, I was born on February 23rd, 1969. I was a 69 baby. I was told that I saw the moon landing. Of course, I remember every second of it. My first memory actually is in a crib hearing Voice of the South, John Ward, calling a UT, and that's UT, University of Tennessee, not Texas. There's a false UT out there, University of Tennessee football game. That is my first memory, but I don't remember the moon landing at all. But anyway, I will be turning 57 in about 5 days. So, yay. I never understood the birthday thing. Like I have employees that want the day off. It's like, okay, fine. And there's people that want to go out of town and celebrate. Yeah, I get that. But then there's people that want like the entire week off, and then want free drinks from bars for like a week before and a week after. I'm of course talking about only one employee, and you know who you are. You know who you are. You know it. Anyway, yes, it feels good to be close to 57 and close to 60. Nice milestone year there. And we'll keep rocking on. It's also, I did a social media post a couple days ago, or last week, actually. It's 2 years since I had my colon cancer surgery. They removed about, I think, 9 inches of my colon. I guess y'all don't need it. They can keep going, I guess. But 2 years, I'm clean, I'm clear. I guess how you say it, and I'm all good. So it was all done surgically. So I'm a big proponent. I understand if people want to be private about their own diagnoses and medical issues out there. I totally understand, but I have been public maybe to a fault about this. Colon cancer is absolutely on the rise out there. And if you had not had a colonoscopy yet, I cannot urge you enough to go get it. Especially younger years. I think they're now saying maybe, I think it's a family history. My poor kids are going to go probably at 35. My one daughter is probably going to be going here in a few years. But anyway, I was lucky. It was taken care of surgically, but I know people personally that had to go through chemo and stuff like that. So please, if we're friends, and I would consider ourselves friends, I'm urging you to get your colonoscopies scheduled and get in there. It actually is not bad. They knock you out. Yeah, I'm getting past a note here. So
prostate too.
Oh, prostate cancer, of course, too. Yes.
Lost my uncle last year.
Oh my God. Sorry, Charles. Yeah. So yeah, you had to get all this stuff checked. There we go. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get that up there. That's perfect. Oh,
we will use this thing here. So basically, you can't see it, unfortunately. No, can't see it. So I'll go back to me. But basically, yes. Yes. Sorry, YouTube algorithms. We're cussing immediately here. According to Alton Brown, you have to wait 10 minutes till you can start cussing before they cut you out. So anyway, I'm glad to be here. I love you guys, and let's get going here. So let's start with sales. We're still in the midst of our powerhouse indicator sale, both US and UK. This has exceeded our expectations enormously. This is doing great. It ends at midnight on the 22nd, the night before my birthday. My birthday present is hopefully people will not email me asking me where their orders are, because we will order them from Indicator and they will send them to us, and then we will ship them out. It says it clearly on the product page for the sale. But anyway, we will still, we answer probably about 5. It seems like 5 a day now. Like, why hasn't this order shipped? It's like, well, we tried to tell you. I almost put a, Simpsons "Don't Make Me Tap the Sign." It needs to be a video of me tapping a sign saying, we don't have this indicator product because we don't know how much y'all are buying. But anyway, once the sale's over, we've already placed one order with Indicator. The busiest 2 days, first 2 days are usually the busiest for these sales. So we've already got those coming in. So if you order on the 9th and 10th, those will be fulfilled first, of course. And we should be seeing those any day. Of course, they're coming from 2 sources. They're coming from both the UK and the US. So that's 2 different distributors that we're waiting on. But anyway, once those come in, we'll fulfill them, and then we'll get the rest of them in, and we'll fulfill those. We are working on a March sale. Hopefully they'll make that happen. Also, I've got more. We're trying to figure out how to name this more. Maybe Mark's Crazy Deals. I don't know. Like we're working on this. So I have been, and thank you for our distributors and companies out there that work with us on a day-to-day basis. But we have been acquiring stuff to give to you, to sell to you at a discounted rate. I'm talking about both US and UK products. So we've got some amazing stuff down the pike here for you. Think when I had the Shaw Scope Volume 2 for $80. Think of what's on the site now, the Hellraiser set, stuff like that. Just more targeted towards 1 or 2 items. I think actually the one from the UK I'm going to be working on here pretty soon is actually 3 items, 3 very popular films that let's say a major company got the rights to a even more major company that bought another company. Anyway, stay tuned for those. But anyway, those will be more flash in the pan type of thing. And then we will actually have that product for the most part in stock. We'll have it here. And we actually are going to start the counter with those, right? Yeah. So we're going to start at how many copies we have, and we're going to go down to 0. So that's coming up very soon. Maybe my birthday. That'd be a good birthday present for you. Although I'm the one supposed to get the presents, right? But anyway, I always love giving presents on my birthday. So stay tuned. All right. Moving on to our first of a very few amount of horror or conventions we're going to. We're going to Horror Hound. This is absolutely one of our favorite conventions in the whole wide world, mainly because they let us in. Other places do not. Looking at you, Texas, and you, Cleveland, and you, Cherry Hill. I don't think you're probably getting to Cherry Hill now. But anyway, conventions, pretty taxing the drive and having to set up and whatnot. But what's worth it is meeting you. We have an absolute blast as me and Deb go to these things, and we have an absolute blast meeting our customers, and it makes it all worth it. It does. So we're doing Horror Hound. That is, I believe, March 20th through 22nd. And they just dumped a bunch of new names coming out. It's basically Scream Fest. They're also doing American Werewolf in London Howling 45th. So lots of stars, and the director of the Howling, yes, Joe Dante is going to be there. I just saw Mick Foley is going to be there. Mick Foley is going to be there. They've announced some amazing people are going to be at Horror Hound. Of course, the big draw is always the two main dudes from Scream, which is Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich. They're going to be there. Cassandra Peterson, who no longer does Elvira, someone just said, I think last week. But my first one ever with her, I'm excited to meet some of these people. I think I have as a singer who's also an actor, Michael DeBar. I think I have some Detective 8 tracks I need him to sign. So that's going to be a goal of mine. But anyway, come out and see us. I will be bringing stuff that is rare. I'll be bringing stuff that is hard to find. I'll be bringing stuff that is out of print. On online business, the website. So if you're looking for well, whatever, chances are we will have something you'll want. I'm also hoping to go to one of the other vendors. It's the only slipcover I want. I'm not a big slipcover guy, but it's the only slip I want. And I'm hoping they still have some, but I missed out on it. But anyway, great convention for physical media. If you've never been to these, Cauldron's there. Our friend Jesse Diabolic is mainly Cauldron, but they also have Diabolic, what they carry as well. TerraVision's usually there. Severin, Trauma, Vinegar Syndrome, Synapse is a big sponsor. We've seen Full Moon, MPI is usually there. The list goes on and on. There's a lot of physical media at this convention. So if you're around the area, please come out. We always will do a Horror Hound while we can. That's 2 times a year. It looks like they were probably going to be able to squeeze one more convention in. Probably Eyeballing Living Dead weekend. We're friends with those guys. We love them to death. More of a family. I love the family atmosphere of some of these conventions. So we'll probably be doing that as well. That's usually in June. But anyway, come out and see us. All right. Used Hall. And I'm hoping that we can maybe get this light working here a little better. Anyway, this is my favorite part of these live streams, is showing you crap that I bought from you. And when I say crap, I always mean crap affectionately. I own a lot of crap, mainly 8-track tapes, but I call it crap. My wife definitely calls it crap. Deb is about ready to get buried in a mountain of 8-track tapes. But anyway, I love this stuff. I love buying from day one for decades now. I just love buying movies from people. I feel like that it's a service to the collecting community. But anyway, here is some things that we have bought from you, and these will go live on the site at 5 p.m. today. It's not just used. We got a couple of new ones here too. We'll start with the new ones, I guess. Let me shuffle the deck a little bit. But anyway, let's put that. Do that. Guess I should have planned this earlier. Anyway, if you want to trade anything into us, I'll tell you all the information here at the end of this. Let's get going with. I'll switch the. I got tools now. All right, let's see how this goes. That's bright.
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
You got it? All right. You got it?
I have the settings already pulled up.
Thank you, Charles. Maybe a little darker. Can you do that?
Give it another little.
A And a lot of it could be the shrink wrap on it too, causing that glare. Anyway, I think people can see this. So this is out of print Shout Factory, Scream Factory, Troll 1 and Troll 2. Of course, Troll 2 is now available from Vinegar Syndrome, but I think Troll 1 is still out of print in the States. Very nice there. This is a little pricey. It's been out of print for a while. I believe the Eureka set's still available if you have a all-region player, which is always great. This one, we keep expecting to see great things. I mean, like, there's a good 4K of this, but then people collect Criterion, and people still maintain that Criterion is the best version of all these films that come out. And we'll be talking about that a little bit here in a minute. But someone got a little zealous with the what happens is that was a Barnes & Noble security sticker there, and they got most of it off without tearing the shrink wrap, but there's a little bit of shrink wrap that's torn there. We got that. This is our friends at Zavi. This is a Zavi Aero exclusive, and we've seen this come through a few times. Yeah, this looks better without the wrap on it, but Rabid. This is a great shape. Of course, it's a Blu-ray. It's not a 4K. Shout Factory did a great job with the 4K of this. I want to say there's maybe a tiny little scratch there, but yeah, I guess you can see it. Actually, it's pretty good clarity there. Surprised. All right. Who likes vengeance? We all love vengeance. But anyway, here is Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. Well, that's way out of print in the U.S. They go, well, I want all the vengeance. Well, we got you covered there as well. There is the Vengeance trilogy. Now, the prices are up here because these are out of print in the States. Of course, if you have a all-region player, you got better options, cheaper options. But this is Region 1 or Region A, I guess, Region A for these. And finally, let's end it with, we keep buying more and more, and we're happy to welcome you if you are a collector of anime. But we keep buying more and more anime out there, and we look forward to expanding this, actually, especially all the foreign released anime titles that we see from Australia and England. Anyway, this is out of print from our friends at Sentai Filmworks. So there you go, Ghost Town. Switch back to me. Anyway, if you want to trade in some movies, the best way to do it is to make stacks of your movies and take photos like this. I'll give you a quote. Or actually, Ty will give you a quote. Ty and Danny now will give you a quote. So either me, Ty, or Danny will give you a quote. Well, and send it. There you go. Thank you. Send the email to webmail@orbidvd.com. That is webmail@orbidvd.com. We will give you the quote. And if you like that quote, you mail it in, and with a quality check, which I think Ty is working on right now. There'll be a video on the website pretty soon. Yeah, stuck on.
Yeah.
What the heck's going on? Oh, no.
Come on.
Yeah, stuck on that. Anyway, I'll keep talking.
Yes.
You mail them in. After a quality check, we'll send you either cash or credit. So that is the used haul of the week. And experiencing technical difficulties here, I guess. There we go. We're going to start singing a song or something. Oh, she took me out of that screen there too. Okay. Ooh. Top chat. All right, so we'll get that ready to go. Okay, great. So moving on. So here's the part of the live stream where I just sort of blast through a bunch of stuff, and then I'll start answering questions here in a minute. Anyway, pre-orders. Good amount of pre-orders this week. Always a good amount. We're pushing into spring now, so we're seeing stuff from. We still might see some things from March, but April and May, and I think maybe starting to see some June coming up here. But anyway, let's start off with our friends at Synapse. Now then, we had a very short pre-order for Tag, the Nick Castle written and directed film. We'll be getting restocks of that pretty soon. But anyway, last week, this one kind of surprised us. It surprised everybody. and I think maybe even surprise Synapse. So this is in short. This is going to be in short supply. Short supply. We ordered a bunch of it, but anyway, when it's gone, this is gone. It's a documentary, Hearts of Darkness, the making of the final Friday the 13th. I think it's a Jason Goes to Hell one, right? Yeah. So anyway, shot straight out of the gate, and we all were talking about it. Jesse and Don and me and stuff. We're pleasantly surprised because sometimes these movie making documentaries, they could sit there, or they could just be extremely popular. I think this one had a very successful festival and convention run there as far as screenings go. So this one's got a lot of content. I think that's going to be exclusive to the release that we're carrying from Synapse, and there's going to be a regular release coming out after that. But anyway, there's still copies available of this if you want a copy of it. All right, moving on to Criterion. I think, is this May? Could be May. Anyway, Body Heat. Finally got a 4K of Body Heat coming out. Lenny. Now then, I saw this on the plane going to Tromsø, Norway. If I saw this in 2025, I think this definitely would be in my top 5 of the year, but it's Sentimental Value. If you haven't seen Sentimental Value yet, got nominated for a slew of Academy Awards, and I'm hoping it will win some of these. But anyway, love this film to pieces. I thought it was great. But anyway, it's getting a great treatment from Criterion coming up. Fresh Kill, The Delta, Peter Hujar's Day. And this one's kind of soft. We're kind of surprised about this. Maybe there's too much Kurosawa 4Ks coming out. But anyway, Stray Dog 4Ks coming out. Maybe y'all are waiting on the BFI. I don't know. But anyway, that's available now. Now I'm dying to see this one. This is The Housemaid 4K. Got an announcement there. Indicator. Thank you, Indicator. Powerhouse Indicator of Hammer Volume 7, Ships and Giggles. I see what you did there. And I didn't slip up. I didn't say shit. The Newcomers. The Man Who Haunted Himself. I think these are Studio Canal. Yeah, Leaving Las Vegas. Yeah, that's also Studio Canal. Very popular pre-order for the first one of this, but Looney Tunes Collector's Volume 2. And this one I was hoping to be out on 4K, and I think this was out on Criterion, right? I can't remember, but Nashville, the Altman Classic Nashville, is a standard Blu-ray release. I guess Paramount is probably going to keep a hold of that one. And finally, this is an upgrade. It's not a 4K, but it's a Blu-ray from what a lot of people, maybe myself included, consider to be one of the best adults. Well, it's not Adult Swim, Cartoon Network miniseries ever released, but Over the Garden Wall. Incredible. We reference it still to this day. I have employees and lots of us are just absolutely obsessed with this. I'd say mini cartoon series, I guess, mini series. Let's make it a mini series. And I love the fact that there really isn't, it sort of stands alone, right? It's not, there's no season 2s, or I think there was actually wasn't there like a live presentation of it? Like maybe a musical?
They did a special where they did miniatures about a year ago, and they did do, I think, some sort of cosplay or.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They did a anniversary one last year.
Right.
They actually did everything with stop motion.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Love this cartoon to death. I'm a huge animation fan, and this one just shows what some creativity and some talent can do, really. Anyway, lots of more pre-orders up. Rebecca will jam the site full probably Friday morning with tons of stuff that's been announced over the past few days here. So keep an eye out every day for those. All right. New releases. Let's go on to that. Let's keep cutting out me. All right. I got one to show you. Let's switch back over to this.
Oh, yes. Let me, because if it doesn't do
well,
it.
I can just hold it up. That's fine. But,
we've come so far, Mark. Why?
All I have to do is just lift my hand. I'm doing it. Sorry, too late. No. No. Switch me back. I'm not doing it. Switch me back.
All right.
If you can.
I'm switching.
Switched.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Amazing. Thank you, Radiance. This is their transmission. Yeah, transmission release. This is another incredible job by, I think, what a lot of y'all consider, and myself included, probably one of the best. Are they new anymore? Maybe 2 years, 3 years? But anyway, absolutely up in their game with this. I can't wait to take this home and dive into it. If you've never seen this film, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right. We are living in a golden age of Asian reissues. This is an absolutely great time if you're a fan of Chinese or Hong Kong movies, if you're a fan of Korean movies, you're a fan of Japanese movies, Indonesian, whatever, Indian. I mean, although we would love to see some more boutique Indian stuff come out. We had some stuff barely come out last year. But anyway, this golden age. Let me rattle this stuff off. These are available now on the site, unless of course they're sold out. Picture of a Nymph, Takashi Ishii, the Angel Guts collection. Yeah. Zen and Sword, the Miyamoto Musashi saga at Toei Studios. Dragon Lord, 4K. Duel to the Death. That is an incredible film. If you've never seen that. This is Peking Opera Blues, the Arrow version. Also from Arrow, Save the Green Planet. Finally, right? Like it's just been gone. I think I still have the, was it Tartan that put that out? I can't remember, from like 20 years ago. I still have my rental version in my basement of that. She Shoots Straight, another great one. You ever seen that one? From Australia, Umbrella, Suicide Club 4K. And there's more. So this all just came out in the past week or so. Enjoy. It's like it's beautiful. I just feel, this. I feel like this hobby, this what's happening now. I think horror kind of maybe fueled it initially, of course, for collectors. But I love the fact that so many people are embracing and diving deep into Asian cinema, because that really is I think kind of my jam, to be honest. All right. Let's see, moving on here. How many Predator Badlands do you want? Well, there's 2 or 3 versions of that. How many versions of Saizu Road to Revenge 4K do you want? Well, there's multiple versions of that. We got more of the steelbooks coming, so be patient with that. That was actually in my top 10 of the year, if you've never seen it. But I'm dying to see the Predator film. I heard it's actually good, even though it's PG-13. Beastmaster, the lenticular hardbox, and Nightcrawler 4K steelbook. People are grumbling that it's a steelbook only, but we got Nightcrawler in 4K now, right? Like one of the creepiest films in the past 20 years or so. Lots of more new releases, tons of more new releases on the website. Just get on there and you'll see for yourself. All right, restocks, if they're still here. I know one is already gone. We got a restock of the Thunderbirds series. This has been extremely popular. So, and I don't know how limited it is, if it's limited at all. But anyway, we got more copies into that one. This one, I'm sorry, sold out, like, because of thanks to back in stock notifications. But the Fall with a slipcover is and was and gone. Like it's gone, but more copies are coming. We're getting stuff from Australia all the time. I did get a nice, healthy restock of Once Upon a Time in America, the 4 Cult. This is the standard edition, numbered with a slipcover. And then we think that's it. I was shocked to get the copies that I got, but we think this is probably all of this version of this film. Now it's going to just come out as a regular standard coming up. This one took forever to get a restock on, but Super Mario Brothers 4K from Australia is here now. And then we should be seeing the Frighteners again, probably in the next day or two. So hang tight if you're a Frighteners fan. Then upcoming, I ran out of room, so I put any day now we're going to be seeing The Ugly Stepsister from Second Sight Films. That was my number 3 movie of last year. I absolutely loved it. Well, I wouldn't say I loved it. I loved it. I can't say that. I will say that it was expertly done, because it did me in. I couldn't sleep that night. It really It really, really got me. But anyway, and I'm not easy to get. I've seen it all, baby. I've seen it all. But anyway, that's it for me. Let me scroll up and answer these questions. Now, all right. We'll be getting more Night of the Hunter Steelbooks. Yes. Those might be coming from Germany. It is a French release. I know that. But our German guy picks those up for us. We might be seeing those. Might be seeing those coming up. Actually, let me rattle off the German order because there's going to be a lot of y'all get excited about this stuff. Me too. Just hang tight. All right. Well, okay. Well, more. All right. This is coming from Germany for those that care. Unfortunately, no Night of the Hunter yet. We will get more in. Don't worry about that. But Sex and Fury, Anora, Bone Lake, Frighteners. We had Neverending Story 2 and 3. Several Bullet. The Specialists. I think that's new for us. Bambi. And we're picking this up because apparently this is a more superb transfer of this film. But Dante's Peak 4K from Germany is coming. More Mr. Frost, big fan of that. When Harry Met Sally. That sold very well, unfortunately, for maybe some of the wrong reasons. But and then we're getting a steelbook of the Wicker Man. I think that's the Studio Canal Wicker Man, actually. I think Studio Canal is also in Germany. So that's coming from Germany. Well, oddly enough, we were just talking about this, Charles. Let me answer this question. Yeah, so I like your Q&A sessions and watch the YouTube replay if I miss live. Can you make a practice of accepting questions in advance via email? The answer is yes. Can we do it on YouTube? Can you submit it on YouTube, or you have to email it in?
Well, it'll just be a form on the site. So
Okay.
We'll have you could leave the question in the comment section of YouTube. I just have to remember to come back and see it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there will be a form on the Orbit DVD website. If you add that question there, we will look over them and hopefully answer the ones that are the most cognitive and make the most sense the following week.
Yeah, well, we're going to toss everything that says, why didn't you ship my order the next day? I mean, we do ship the next day, but why didn't I receive my order the next day? We're going to throw those out. Yeah, I would say that, like, we would love to get it together next week. It might not happen next week, but we actually were just literally talking about that earlier today, and we want to make that happen because we know how many people see it later, and it makes perfect sense. Aloha. You get to Hawaii at some point. I feel like we just got through a hurricane in California. I guess if you get any water in California, you're probably good, right? When will Marty Supreme 4K pre-orders go live? Soon. As soon as we get information on that, we'll put them up. And Marty Supreme's one that we maybe will see different versions from around the world, right? So we'll see who's putting out what. So very exciting about that one. Being able to order out of stock helps a lot. I will wait for movies to be in stock. One is not. I miss out. I'd rather order 3 out of stock and wait until whenever just to get the order in. Okay. Yeah, sure. Any chance we'll get more Night Gallery? I don't think that one's out of print. I don't think the Imprint stuff goes out of print that fast, or via Vision, I guess. So I do expect to see more of those come in. I have been wrong before on this live stream. So, move the Beyond poster. Well done. Okay, someone maybe with a little bit of OCD is commenting on your Beyond poster. Oh, you maybe you moved it more into a. You moved it more into a visual.
Because of what's replaced it, Westville.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, these are our friends, by the way, at Westville Pub. They are next door to me, and probably contribute to my alcoholism a little bit. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. As you get older, birthdays feel overrated. Yeah. I mean, I think once, especially when you have kids, it's like, I think it's over for you I got 2 kids, of course, but I think the 5s and 10s, are I guess the good years, right? So our family is strategically aimed and timed. Well, just maybe by happenstance a little bit, but me and Deb are the same age, so our 5s and 10s are the same year, and then our daughter and our son also have 5s and 10s the same year that we have 5s and 10s. So it's been pretty fun celebrating together. I'm the lone wolf. I'm the only person that is born, I guess, in February, and then the rest of the family, they're all Cancers. Oddly enough, right? But anyway, end of June through like the first couple weeks of July is the other 3 in my immediate family. Now, my family I grew up with is all February into the 1st of March. I do think the Night Gallery is out of print from Imprint. Okay, we'll find out about that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael Smith. Yeah, So I let me say that, like I said, I've been very public about anything that happens to me health wise, and a lot of it's great. Honestly, I run up and down stairs all day long. So when they do my heart, my lungs, they say you're pumping. But when I first had my surgery 2 years ago, we had some amazing and very somber emails and things from people, customers that are not doing as well as I have. And it hurts. It hurt, and I feel for them. I do, and some people are doing it alone, which is even more sad, I think. I mean, it's great having a network of family and friends and people I can yell at, but anyway, good thoughts for your uncle there. Oh, brother-in-law for you again. The slip coven, I mentioned again. I think this is going to. We're going to have to put a banner up. It's like you got to join the slip coven.
I've heard it now 2 or 3 other times.
All right, yeah, we got to make this happen. And I'm wondering about the fall. Okay, so here maybe the slip coven has latched on to the fall. So the fall came out. We had it. We would sell out of it. We would always sell out of it, but be a slower sellout. Restocking. And I don't know what happened here lately. Now then, it was in my top 10 as far as reissues of the year. Absolutely amazing job. I can't find anything at fault at it. Now, I don't sit there with a magnifying glass or my earballs here, 7.1 or whatever. But anyway, for some reason, the fall has just taken a life of its own. Maybe the fact that it has a slipcover. And Umbrella makes great slipcovers, I think. And we can't keep it in. We just can't keep it in. And on the same token, we're trying to sort out what the hell's going on with Studio Canal's Straight Story. Half of those came in with slipcovers. We finally just had to put them out without the slipcover, and it's dead. It's just dead in the water. So the slipcover strikes again. We're hoping to provide for the slipcover with Straight Story. We'll stay tuned for that one, by the way. Are you expecting the new Vinegar Syndrome titles this week? I feel like I need to look at tracking for that one, but I haven't seen anything on the horizon. But sometimes that stuff just pops in, so we'll see what happens there. It looks like to me that maybe because this is a good month, right? I mean, it is a really good month for releases from Vinegar Syndrome, and maybe they had more orders to go through, and so it could be next week. But I don't think we've ever got anything into the next month per se. So if it's a February release, we get it in February. Now February's 2 or 3 days shorter, so we'll see what happens. All right, I answered Frighteners. We're getting some of those in. There's been a lot of rest in peace this year. And I read why a lot of this happens is the fact that this through medical technology and stuff like that people are able to hang on and around the because the holidays is usually a time for family to gather and so they hang on to see family, and then they they slip into the great beyond. Of course, I guess the best example of that would be Ozzy Osbourne. He went off his meds to do the Black Sabbath concert, which I saw. And got to flex a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But then he died 19 days later. But anyway, that's why I think we're seeing a lot now. I think Catherine O'Hara is maybe a surprise, but we're seeing a lot Tom Noonan, Frederick Wiseman, which those restocks are coming, by the way. If you missed out on the Wiseman set, those are coming in tomorrow. And of course, the amazing. There's been a lot of old coots in the world of acting, but no one's cootier than the cootiest, which is Robert Duvall. I think he's about as cootie as you can get as far as old coots go. So, amazing career. But it seems like every day now they're just reading, one after another, people passing away. But Noonan, man, holy moly! We gravitate to character actors. Of course, the Bud Courts of the world and things like that. And Noonan, if you read off his resume is incredible. Of course, I shared, we have a group employee chat. I shared his brain and eyeballs from RoboCop 2. That's still probably my favorite role. Well, Manhunter, of course, too. But he also, if you haven't seen some of the films that he directed, this Criterion's pulling out. I can't remember. But anyway, some good indie type stuff that he did as a director as well. So, rest in peace, dude. I'll buy you a belated birthday bourbon. Yeah, I'm still doing bourbons. I'm doing scotches now because I find that if I get it on the rocks, I drink it faster because I don't want the ice to melt too much. One small quibble I have with these guys is it's a little bit hot in there in the summer, and if you get anything on rocks, it melts pretty quick. So I've gone neat, and scotches to me taste better neat. I still love a bourbon. Get a little more into rye. Maybe they're more in the Scotch world, I think. But I always will accept a glass from somebody. Ruby Modine from Happy Death Day and Silent Night, Daily Night will be there. Yeah. Like I said, they always spring up some great guests right before, about a month before, and then maybe sometimes even 2 weeks before. That's why I think when they announced Christina Lindbergh was maybe just a couple weeks before last year. For Horror Hound. So I'm waiting to see who else is going to be there. But this is stacked. I mean, this is probably one of the. Now I haven't been to a huge convention, I guess, but to me, this is the best guest lineup I've ever seen working. Really excited about Horror Hound this year. We beginning a restock on Umbrella's Tourist Trap soon. I'll check on that one. I don't think that's out of print, but I'll write that one down. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, I know you. All right. We'll get to you in a second. Badlands was a lot of fun. I watched it last night. Great. I can't wait to see it. Wait, okay, here's a Love Stuntman. Yeah. Sometimes I scroll and a whole page goes by. Sorry. So I'm going to scroll up here. I got to go way up here. What happened? All right, there we go. Sorry. Hi, Mark. Imprint announced Steelbook versions, the Killer and Hardboiled a week ago. We're going to be taking pre-orders. I see a bunch of new Imprint pre-orders on the site, but not these. Thanks. Yeah, so we will definitely make these available. We have to, what we wait on is price and most importantly, weight. We want to know how heavy these fuckers are before we put them up on the site. Steelbooks, of course, is a hard box, I believe, too. It could be, I don't think it'd be a pound, but we need that information. So once we get that information, we'll definitely throw it up on the site ASAP.
Here's the next question about YouTube and doing a live sale on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Whatnot.
All right. Someone's asking. Okay. So we consider doing a live sale here on YouTube. I think we're going to experiment first with Whatnot just so we can get our feet wet but yeah, I can do something here. We'll see how it goes. Now, the whatnot's going to be mainly for our video game wing, I guess, best way to describe it. We'll start with that, but then, we want to do, we got so much unique stuff. We want to do a sale. And I will give deals aplenty when that happens. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. All right. Any word on the Deaf Crocodile releases of Tate and White Sun? I've seen that Diabolic had them for a few days now, and seen a YouTube reviewer from the UK have them since last week. Yeah, so here's the deal with Deaf Crocodile. Jesse sends them to me. He is actually the distributor for, I guess, the wholesale wing of Deaf Crocodile. So don't worry, we're all friends. Jesse's not holding back on these from me. I hope not, Jesse. But anyway, as soon as we get them in, we'll ship them out. Say the Green Planet looks great in 4K. I can't wait because that'd be a hell of an upgrade for me. I don't want to say that the DVD was murky, but possibly. Hearts of Darkness will be phenomenal. Yeah, I didn't even hear about this until Synapse called me about this. So yeah, very exciting. I will say this year will be Synapse's year. I'm calling it. I can't tell you nothing. But good stuff's happening. I guess I don't have any posters of that stuff behind me. But anyway. All right, where are you, Katie? I saw you here somewhere. All right, hello, Westville Pub. Hello, how you doing? Love the gang. What is that? A towel?
No, they did have a flag, so they gave me a bag and I cut the strings off.
Okay, there we go. So Westville Pub bag. I love the food of the pub. It's definitely a good definition of pub food. They're not looking for Michelin stars, but damn it, I just keep going back and back and back for their stuff. So if you're in town to see us, definitely go to the pub.
Westville is a West Asheville.
It's West Asheville institution. Yeah, they opened a year before we did. We've known them for decades at this point, and we're huge fans. We love Katie and the gang, and I'm getting thirsty answering all these questions. Actually, so. I got water. I got water.
You have water?
I don't want water. I'm talking about the Westville Pub and saying I'm thirsty.
Oh.
No, I'm good. That's it. Hello, just curious if Shango is releasing this week, like website mentions, as other retailers list mid-March. Only wondering if this is holding up on my orders. I'm sorry, I don't know about that. We'll have to look that up. Restock on Basic Instinct 4K. Yeah, we're getting, we've gotten in so many pre-orders from all of our vendors in the UK that we had to kind of had to hold off for about a week on restocks. But that Basic Instinct is one of the biggest, I say, catalog titles we carry. So we're expecting a monstrous restock from the UK tomorrow. So if there's anything that you're waiting for, I think someone else asked for a fistful of dollars. All that stuff should be coming in tomorrow. So stay tuned. Okay, this is a good question. Lost up, man. Okay, I'll answer that. When is Second Sight going to announce their new release? Last announcement is December. Okay, so here's the thing about Second Sight. They're not monthly. They do what they want to do. I mean, how many releases did they come out with last year? Was it 10 or 12? Maybe? I can't remember. But anyway, just gotta go with the flow, man. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, here's someone knows some information about Nashville. Both the Criterion and initial Paramount Blue of Nashville's out of print. This movie needs to get a 4K upgrade. Considering it's probably Altman's, I still think it's one of Altman's greatest films, if not his greatest film. Yes, it needs to be preserved, studied, and analyzed, and absolutely every special feature on the planet needs to be put on it. I love that movie to pieces, mainly because I lived it for a few years, and it's kind of fun seeing the locations. More copies of Eddington 4K goes out of stock very quickly on every restock. Yeah, we just got a notification from A24 that they are on the way. So stay tuned. And that will lead us into this question here. If I sign up for an out-of-stock notification and miss my chance to order it, does my out-of-stock notification stay active, or do I need to sign up again for another out-of-stock notification?
All right.
We have bounced this back and forth for a while.
Yes, eventually. If you move over to the wish list functionality, once you have it in your wish list and it's back in stock, you will receive a notification. As long as it stays within your wish list, you should consistently be getting notifications once they are completely restocked. My current timeline on that is probably about March. But we'll be hopefully giving more details and information about that as time goes on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the discussion we've been having is I personally believe that a back in stock notification should be continued to be sent to you until you opt out. I feel like that. I think most people could understand how to do that. We also feel though that there's going to be people that are going to be this pissed that they keep getting a notification and they can't turn it off. We'll just assume who these people are. But anyway, I feel that we do need to test the continual back in stock notification, because I feel in the case of like the fall, these companies are sending us what they're sending us. And, say we get 100 copies of something and it's gone, then as it works now, you have to sign back up. So right now, like if you say it's the fall that you missed out on, you'll need to sign back up. I don't personally like that method, but that's how people get the stuff, is they know to keep signing back up. We're going to test not having to sign back up and see how many people get angry about that. So I think once people understand, I think they'll be okay with it. And those people don't have to sign up for back in stock notifications at all either. So another thing that's probably going to weed some people out is you're going to have to be signed up for our site. You're going to have an account to get the wish list back in stock notification. And that's going to be a whole plethora of stuff too. It's going to open our worlds up, both us and you. So it's going to be worth it. But I think a lot of people who don't normally there's lots of people that are not, for some reason or another, customers or, account holders on our website. We want you, the account holder, to get those notifications. So I guess that's the best that I can answer. And Charles, of course, covered that better than I can. But
more details coming soon.
More details coming soon. Correct. Let's just say that is our next big project that we're working on. Is one of the upcoming big projects we're working on there. So. Okay, this is what I just talked about a minute ago. Did you happen to get any of the Dark City or Fistful of Dollar limited edition arrows restocked yesterday? Yeah, a lot of this is coming with now. Dark City is US, Fistful of Dollars is UK. We're expecting a humongous UK restock tomorrow. Like we're talking like gazillion copies. So it's basically all hands on deck tomorrow. All right, there's the Katie post. I saw that. Hello again, Katie. I love you. Will you get the Luc Besson Dracula 4K? Yeah, as soon as something becomes available to us. Of course, it might be available in France before it's available anywhere else. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we'll get that in. I'm hearing some wildly varying reviews on that one, though.
The fall is archived.
Oh, I guess. Okay. We'll see what's going on with the fall. Fall might not be back in. Will you get Dead or Alive from Nameless Media at 4K? Yeah, I don't see that being a problem. We'll write that down. We like Nameless. That other place, there's multiple other places, by the way. Got Frighteners 4K copies and both covered B and C. That's 305 area code. Okay, yeah, great. I mean, we got in last week. We got in, I think, 4 or 5 different versions of that. So here's the thing with the German media books. It's picking what people want. It's tough. And then, like, there's always one cover that goes out of print immediately. So we have kind of reined it in slightly. But look and see what covers we had or did not have. One of my favorite Robert Duvall films is Days of Thunder. Yeah, that one's great. I personally love, and I don't know if it's available online, but we just got the DVD of it in. I absolutely love Open Range. I'm a big Western fan, as like I said a billion times. But anyway, I think that's one of his best performances, honestly. And I think that's, to me, it's like one of the best, most realistic gunfights I've ever seen, too. Just incredible film. I don't know if, because I think Costner probably produced, and I don't know if he wrote it, but directed it. Didn't he direct that? I can't remember, but maybe he could throw some muscle and get that thing a proper release. I see Mimic on 4K got pushed back. Yeah, a lot of Kino titles that were coming out this month got pushed back a couple weeks to 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Do you do special orders, or can we only order when they go live on the site? You know, like that's something that we offered for years for local customers, and we actually had to quit it with the online thing really taking off. That's something that we can maybe get into, maybe like a request, because if you want it, someone else probably will buy it too. Like we did that. That's the most recent one I did. I can't remember, but anyway, like. So you'll carry this, like, sure. And we've been restocking it every week. So it never hurts to email us, say, hey, I like to see this, see to carry this. Will you be carrying Severin's Eurocrypt to Christopher Lee Collection 3? I think Street Day is next week. On their site it is. So Severin's kind of adopted a similar model that Vinegar Syndrome has, to where their street dates are usually about a month or two before the actual street date. Now, Vinegar Syndrome sells to us wholesale, so we get the same month as Vinegar Syndrome does. But you know, like the Vinegar Syndrome titles, it's usually the street date is actually technically the month after. So anything that we're receiving this month that's new from Vinegar Syndrome, the street date is actually the end of March. Severin kind of operates the same model. We will see those titles that's on their site usually about 2 or 3 months after their street date. But yes, we will carry it. Okay, that's a good question, which I'll try and answer here. Why can't we just order out of stock movies in an order just to make sure we don't miss out? Multiple reasons. The first one is what we just mentioned about the fall. Do we know it's coming back in? We don't know. A lot of these titles, we don't get back in stock. So what happens then? Well, we have to shoot you an email, or we just cancel the whole order or whatever. The second one being is space. The reason why we ship so fast is we initially did not have space. We had no space to hold orders, so we shipped them immediately. That, of course, has alleviated a little bit, although this empty office is now fairly full. But anyway, the ability to house something like that until something comes in, and then also us being alerted that we got an out-of-stock item back in to be able to ship, that's also be tough. It's tough on the back end on our part. So at this time, we're going to say no. This may be something we could perhaps look at in the future. It's kind of like this. It's manipulating what, like a pre-order or something like that. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do for us. We're always looking at new ways to do things, but for this time, the one being is, I think, to be a lot of people just disappointed. You know, a good example would be the limited edition Possession. We got a couple of restocks on it, and it was gone. a gazillion people have a back in stock notification. What if 500 people bought it on back stock and we had to refund 500 people? That we don't want to do that. So I immediately take my money and put it under my mattress, and I don't bring it back to the store.
The throttle bit is going to help too, so for every blank amount we get in, we're going to send out blank amount of notifications.
Yeah.
And we'll also be able to see how many people are wish listed on every product. So if there is something that's sold out and it has 1 million people wish listing it, we should be able to now pull that information.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if I guess you all heard that from Charles, but anyway, what's happening a lot of times is, in the case of, like, say, possession, like, everybody that collects movies, and then people who want to flip movies, and then people that, don't even know movies, have signed up for a back in stock notification for possession. So say we get 100 copies in just miraculously. That's not happening, by the way. We're going to be able to send the first 100 people the notification. I guess the oldest notification sitting out there. So that's going to be coming up with a new wish list program. So that's going to help us tremendously, I think, in the near future. And then we're going to be able to see more data of how there's people out there that are back in stocking, like, literally every piece of product that we have out there. So it's, we have a few winners, as far as like thousands, like they actually, so a lot of these apps are tiered for how many you send out. And, like, I think 2 or 3 people alone pushed us into a higher tier of more money we had to spend to send these things out. So it's some obsessive behavior out there. But anyway, that's a great question, and I totally understand it. I would love to be able to do that, but our capacity right now is we can't. Oh, dang, I hopped up too much. Hate that. Yeah, Duvall's 95. Yeah. It's kind of like when what's his name died, Harry Dean Stanton. How old was Harry Dean Stanton, and how many movies? He did one, like, literally a great movie, like probably one of his best, like literally a couple of years before he passed away. Where he played he played an old coot. After he was gone, there's only one coot cooting around. That's Duvall. Although Duvall, I think, has really been in a role for a while. He might have been in declining health for a few years. Okay. FYI, okay, yeah. If you haven't, and we love Ignite, so I don't mind giving business to them, I guess. But yeah, Bride of the Reanimator, their deluxe set is available today. It went up today on the Ignite Films website. Now then, that there'll be a UK version of that coming out. I'd say probably Second Sight put that out, but I think Arrow had the rights for a while, right? Is that right? UK, but we'll see who puts that out. Will the Cure 4K restock? Yeah, once again, this is part of the humongous UK restock we got coming tomorrow. Really appreciate all you guys do for the live stream. Usually catch the next day. Any word on when Creditit, I think that's how you pronounce that, will arrive. Yeah. So Dev Crocodile, I think that due to production issues, I think they were a little bit behind with all the releases, but they said they are catching up. So soon.
We still have the pre-orders up for it.
Yeah, pre-orders are still up. Is Wolf Creek from Imprint out of print? I don't think so. Once again, like, a lot of this stuff also is we're still catching up from Christmas. So a lot of stuff, very popular titles, went out of print, or not out of print, but they just went out of stock, and then they're having to make more copies, and that takes weeks, sometimes. So
I made a note of it over here.
But yeah, I'll double check that. Any new t-shirt designs coming soon? Yeah, we're going to be doing, it's really more of a local thing happening right now, but we are going to be resetting our store. We're actually making a little mini warehouse. It's going to make us a little more efficient, even more efficient in this shipping stuff out to you. Blink of an eye now. But anyway, that's going to take about 2 weeks. We're actually shutting down our store for 2 weeks. And then after that, we're going to have a little more targeted, a little more concentrated t-shirt releases. We're going to do runs of t-shirts, one and done. So we had this t-shirts. I love t-shirts. I love old designs. A lot of them I paid for, so I want to make them available. But what happens is just bizarre sizes and, just shirts just sit there. So we're going to do just, like I said, one and done. We'll be able to target it exactly, how many sizes and, how many numbers of sizes we need. And then we'll be able to be better at it. I really do think that the targeted runs of shirts are going to work better than the run now. I'm actually going to be resurrecting our first design, one of our first designs as well. So it's a good one. I love. Yeah. It's a good one. Shelby cleaned it up and it's good to go. But then we're probably going to do Ramona's first. I think the October design. Yeah, we're gonna start with that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're gonna start that.
Y'all are gonna love it.
Yeah, we're gonna start with that one first. Anyway, big plans, and we actually are in like we got some big plans for the physical store. What we're gonna do to it as far as remodel and things like that, and a lot of this gonna involve merch, and we got some cool merch ideas that we're gonna test on you online people and see if you get grumpy. Some of y'all get grumpy. Some people got grumpy with us sending barf bags. So hopefully you won't get grumpy, like an old coot. Oh man, y'all and whatnot is my danger zone. Well, hopefully Danger Zone's already on there, right? Our good friends at Danger Zone in Nashville, or I guess it's Mount Pilot actually, but I-40 is rocking with physical stores now. By the way, got us. I went by and talked to Mike at Grindhouse Video last week. He is opening his physical store again the end of this month. So I think maybe the last Friday, 27th. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, yeah, he's opening back up. He's on I-40. Right off I-40 is our good friends, the Dungeon in my hometown of Maryville, Tennessee. And then you got Danger Zone Video as well. So you can hit up, it's 4.5 hours between Nashville and Asheville. But you can hit up 4 stores, believe it or not, physical stores. Have you been pronouncing synapse wrong this whole time? I pronounce it as synapse. I pronounce it however I want to, and I'm terrible at pronunciations. I love Japanese names because they're phonetic, but you get past that. Like the Deaf Crocodile title, I'm sure I butchered. But anyway, I'm terrible pronunciations, but I'm kind of like Yogi Berra or the Yankees that kept mispronouncing stuff. I'm kind of like that. So I'm just gonna lean in. Don hasn't corrected me yet. Don May. Don, how is it pronounced? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention this one. Are you expecting the network, speaking of Robert Duvall, to be in soon? It's going to go live tomorrow. Yeah, and we got a lot of copies. So Severin's Blu-ray of The Devil's Reign listed on your website. Is that the older version or the new one? I only see a pre-order for the 4K. The Blu-ray will be the older version, and my guess is that one is older. I don't know if it's a new. I don't know if they went back and did another scan of it, but my guess is the older version of that film. The Gator bait wait continues. Well, did you look at TerraVision's post? A lot of this stuff is bubbling. They actually, I think, said they found stuff that wasn't in Gator bait 2. So I guess they're putting it back in. I'm not quite sure. So we'll see what happens. Will Angel's Egg be restocked? I believe so. Yes.
I hope so.
When will replacement Tales of Adventures disc be sent? Well, I was informed by my shipping team that they all were sent. So if you ordered from us and didn't get it, please email us at
Webmail.
at webmail@orbitdvd.com. That is webmail at orbitdvd.com. Don't worry about it now.
Wait, do you see
I'm
yourself?
stuttering. I still see myself. Yes.
Okay, that's good.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, please let them know. They said they sent them all out. So that one, you might have not been a pre-order. You might have ordered it when it first came in, but just let them know.
One reminder, webmail at orbitdvd.com.
There we go.
Webmail@orbitdvd.com.
I can't believe they only released The Great Santini on DVD. Maybe now they'll put it on Blu-ray or 4K. Yeah, that one is begging for a upgrade for sure. We get more Curse of the Clown Motel? Yes, we will. Probably Friday, actually. Friday. Are you getting more copies of Good Boy on 4K? Yeah, I believe that one is still available. All right, so I'm gonna probably go through some of these. So Humongous UK restock tomorrow, like I said. So a lot of this stuff you will see tomorrow. We get the Black Belly of the Tarantula from Celluloid Dreams. I believe we are. Yeah. Oh. I hate to scroll on this thing. The chat scrolls I hate. It's slowed down, but that'll be a next week thing. I saw Possession once. I can't imagine ever wanting to see it again. It's very well made, but hard to watch. Others mileage clearly varies. Yeah, so Possession is an obsession for a lot of us in the store. I got shirts. I just saw one of our shippers has a bag. So we're huge fans. I probably watch it once a year, honestly, and I don't watch films usually more once or twice. So this is just incredible. But you're right. It's a tough one. Oh, someone says I'm pronouncing synapse correct. Well, how about that? Maybe that's why Don has never corrected me and we're together. Nashville has McKay's as well, don't they? It's a really good used store. Yes, and there is so there needs to be a documentary on the McKay's, Mr. K's, and McKay's. There's McKay's, Mr. K's, and McKay. They all do the same thing. And I think they're all. I think it's ex-employees and then an ex-couple, right? Yeah, all this stuff. So it's really fascinating because I never know which K I'm going to out there. So, but I guess it's mostly a southern thing, right? I don't think there's really any up in north. Yeah, so there's a McKay's also in Knoxville, and it's huge. It's actually right down the street from Grindhouse. Like it's literally a mile away from Grindhouse. So 2 more things to enter on your trip on I-40. Have you seen the documentary at the video store? I just watched it and it was great. I visited one of the stores when we were in the Oregon coast and it had been open since '83. Yeah, so Portland and Oregon in general was a last stance for video rental stores. I would like to go visit a couple of them. Of course, the last Blockbuster's up there too. Yeah, it was Oregon and then also Wisconsin and maybe Minnesota. But small towns still had the video stores up until say 10 years ago. So I'm kind of curious to see how many are left out there. I bet you if you really count them, there might still be 1,000 left out there. Because there's people who do this and that tanning and video, or pet supply and video. Man, who knows? But anyway, We're actually in one done by our friend Bobby Canopy called Mom and Pop. So if you haven't seen that one, I do highly recommend it because we're in it and you see Orbit. But yeah, I worked in video stores. I worked in college, kind of in a heyday of a mom and pop video store. And we sell that, by the way, too. It might be out of stock right now. But anyway, also I managed a Blockbuster before I opened Orbit. So it's in my blood. Oh, it's a Mr. K's Shake Shop. Gone. So, oh well.
We do actually have one cop. I think you might have one or two in.
Okay, so that's in stock. You can probably stream it too if you just want to see it. I know it's been said, but we're damn lucky to have y'all. Can't wait to make a trip up your way and say, hey, thank you for all that y'all do. Thank you very much. So I did not mention this in our reset. So the beauty of the reset, because we basically, our store is our warehouse now. That's going to change. So basically anything that's going to be in the store is now separate from the website, meaning when, say, something like the fall or possession comes in, I will hand them so many copies and it stays in the store. So give it some time, and then you're going to come in and you're going to find things that are way out of print, and we're not jacking the price up on them if we got them wholesale. So it's going to be worth the trip. I'd give it a few months, I guess, or come up whenever you want, of course. But anyway, give it a few months, and then you're going to find all sorts of stuff that's just out of print. I'm making a promise to myself and you that we're not going to be poaching that, because there's no reason to say take 5 copies of the fall if the fall is out of print. It just doesn't do us any good to make something live and only 5 people get it. But 5 people coming in the store, that's a different matter. So stay tuned. All right. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
I am ending this.
All right.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
And good night.
Go.